Hey there, this is Daniel West for Picket Fence Studios, here today with a Copic coloring project featuring the Scene Building BFF Girls Mansion stamp. I decided to let this be my entire scene because I wanted to showcase how fun it is to color this one image and then add a sentiment on the front. But you can combine this image with some of the BFF girls in the Picket Fence Studios collection or anything else that you would like to add to the front. I'm going to stamp it out with some Picket Fence hybrid ink. This is a fantastic ink for Copic coloring, and I'm using a special cardstock for Copic markers called Express It. I'm using a very limited color palette of markers, just about 7 or so, and they're going to be earthy and gray. I think the whole project really sparkles or shines because of the black cast iron doors that I'm going to create here with this special black and then some of the grays. I really like that. But I also enjoy this earthy 40 family. It looks kind of taupe and a little greenish on the greenish side, but it really reminded me of a fancy facade on a mansion, just the kind of color that you'd need for it. Now I'm mixing this up with the E80 family, so this is E89 coming in for some nice depth on my facade here, or the front of my mansion. And then I'm going to start on the doors. I just laid down a base color and then add a few details in there. But this is T6, which is a toner color. It's kind of not as warm as the warm grays, but it's a little warmer than neutral. And then I'm coming in with special black, that's 110. And you'll see that I'm leaving some splotchy areas white on this door front. I said cast iron, it's actually wrought iron. But I'm mixing up my grays because I want to actually come in with different tones on my door. I don't want it to all be one kind of gray and not just one shade of gray either. So I'm using W's, I'm using N's, and I'm using T's here on my grays. And to kind of give off a shine on my doors, I'm leaving some diagonal streaks on different parts of my wrought iron doors because they should be shiny. With glass coming in behind them, there should be a reflection of sorts, so I'm trying to mimic that or create that with my markers. This was super fun to color in, by the way. And just to help you out, if you get a bind trying to figure out how to color something like this, I just searched the internet using my favorite search engine and type in the kind of door I'm looking for and try to mimic those colors. And there is a special website for that called coolors.co, coolors.co. And that website will actually allow you to pick the colors in an image, not the one you're coloring, but say you found an image you want to kind of use as a model for coloring this image. And then you can use a dropper, pick the colors that you want in that image, and then find the equivalent Copic marker for them. I do that all the time. It's a wonderful resource for Copic markers. It tells you which Copic marker you should use. And I did that for this particular coloring. Now I'm just going to add in some details that are not in the stamp. Just some bricks here of different colors, different shades of E44. I'm using my E44 marker to do this. I thought that was interesting, just an extra little bit of detail on here. And then I'm going to add a dark sidewalk here in front. I thought that looked fantastic. And now I'm going to grab a sentiment out of the More of the Best Hugs Ever stamp set. And I like to stamp it a couple times with some Versamark ink. I'm using pitch black cardstock and my anti-static powder tool from Cottontail or Rabbit Hole Designs. I do it a couple times just in case I don't get the first one done exactly the way I like it. I'll have a backup without having to break it all out again. You know what I'm saying? Anyone else here need to make doubles of their sentiments. And if I happen to get them both done perfectly well, then I have an extra sentiment to use on a quick turn card later. I'm using some score tape here because this Express It card is not as thick as other cardstocks, and I don't want to use liquid adhesive on the back of it. So I'm using my double-sided adhesive there, and I just pop it on the front of my card base using my Misty corner there just to align it. It makes it perfect. I'm popping my sentiment up now that I've got it all trimmed down to the front of my card front here, and it's going to look lovely. Just a little note that says, "Hey, my friend," and you can put whatever you want on the inside, maybe a $100 bill, or maybe a Starbucks gift card, or just a little note to say, "I miss you," or "It'd be great to see you." You can find all of the supplies I used in the description box below for your convenience. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.